Guys, it's Briddex Academy once again, and I'm Expensive Paris on the microphone. So, this is Gold USD, and we're on the 1 hour time frame. As we can see, backtesting always that is the first step to your technical analysis. Okay, we have the fundamental, the technicals, those are the confluence. So you just have to know from the beginning, which is backtesting. What are you going to, you are going to get the raw analysis before you really go for the fundamentals. And your fundamentals are basically for your entries. Okay, so these are the things. So subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Okay, so now we can see more of the higher highs and the higher lows. So we'll be drawing our trend lines, and these are the trend lines going, like we can see how much the buyers have pushed this market. So here on the 1 hour time frame, it all says that the buyers are more. Okay, so going forward, we still see more of the higher highs, and we still see more of the higher lows. Okay, the lower highs and lower lows are really little, just as minor as. So you should take back testing into consideration for any entry, any market, in short, any currency pair, any stock, any whatever volatility, crypto, anything. You should always back test before you go into a trade. Okay, so here we can see that the buyers, in short, the where the market is at presently, it shows that, like, it's the candlesticks are all green, so the buyers are more. Okay, so going on the 1 hour time, on the 1 day time frame, we can see how much the buyers are still handling this case. It's a case, but looking at it, back testing from the 1 day time frame, you can see the higher highs, the higher lows, and previously the higher highs and the higher lows too. So there's always a good reason to back test. Always a good reason. Okay, you can see few of the lower highs and the lower lows. So this is to tell you that the buyers are more of in control presently. Okay, so the buyers are all, like, before you enter a trade, always, like, looking at it from the 1 hour time frame, you can see what the buyers has done. Okay, so always backtest. It will help you in any long term scalping, whatever style of trading you do. It doesn't matter. What matters is your analysis. Okay, so we're done with the 1 day time frame. And another thing is, I'll be showing, like, we know time in few time, like some time onward and onward. That's why you need to follow up in this journey so that you can get more knowledge. Okay, so we'll be going on the 5 minutes time frame, and that is where our entries will be based on for the week. You get. So that is why you always have to backtest. Always have to backtest. Okay, I'll be showing you more of the fundamentals, like, as time goes on. That's why you have to subscribe, turn on the notification bell for your weekly chart breakdowns, and it's more educational to you. Okay, so subscribe always. Always don't forget to backtest. I always say this in every of my video, because that is what trading is like. That is what it has programmed to be like. The past results always end up to give us the prediction of the future results you get. So always backtest, always backtest. And here on the 5 minutes time frame, you can see how much of the buys, and what are the buys. I always say the higher highs, the higher lows. If you see more of the lower highs and lower lows, you should know that that is a downtrend. If you see more of the higher highs and the higher lows, you should know that that is an uptrend. Okay, so that this is just the basic, like these are the basics of trading that not everybody would actually say or tell you until you definitely put in something. So this is it. So here, down here, we would be looking for the very key points, and we can see on this particular point, we can see how much the weeks respected that very spot. Like from that point, then you go forward, you can see more of the retest on that very point. On that very point, before the market what moved from there, it had more momentum from there, and still it's later, looking at it, it later came down to retest it. So always your key points, your key points are always necessary to you. So what we are looking at here is the buyers might push on to create another valuable point, or it might retest it at this particular horizontal line you are seeing here, and definitely go below or whatever. So that is why you should know where you are at the market. Okay, always know where you are in the market before you go for your fundamentals, before you go for your indicators and all that. You should always know where you are in the market. It isn't even a bad idea to even get signal groups, paying for signal groups. But what is more important is knowing where you are in the market still. So we are going to be drawing the trend for these 5 minutes, and us we can still see the buyers are more, and this is the second wave, the third wave, which is the impulse, and the fourth wave, which is the corrective, and after that the market moved. And you can see from there was more of the more momentum for the buyers, and after that we saw more retest, and that's how it goes. That's how simple it goes. So you should always backtest. Always backtest. There will be more fundamental classes, more technical breakdowns, more trend lines, more indicators. So always backtest. And as with time, I will do more of these videos. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell for weekly breakdown of this markets. And I don't do much of this. It's just the XAUUSD US30 and BTCUSD. So I should specify them in the crypto, the stocks, whatever, and the currency pairs, right? No, the metals. So looking at this, you can see that the market is actually, if it goes beyond this particular point, you should expect a very important point here. To mark this for this week, like either it does that, you get, or it goes down to retest this particular point, you get. So if it does that, then definitely it's likely to go below, or it continues its journey from there, like upwards. So basically that is it for the week. That's just it for the week. So this trend line I've drawn here, take note of it, take note of his mark, so that if you want to enter a trend or a trade, it should be easier for you. So the 15 minutes time frame, the 15 minutes, and there's no much difference within the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes presently, because let's say it's a time correlation something. So it's what it is. You can still see the buyers, the sellers. I mean, the more of the buyers and little of the sellers, the higher highs, the higher lows. So drawing our trend line from the onset of the buyers, we can still see more of the buyers, more of the is presently the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes are both on the same move, so no much difference. Okay. So basically on the 15 minutes time frame, you can see more of the higher highs and the higher lows. And as I said, this is a time frame correlation position. So you should be mindful of your entries from here. Okay, be very mindful of your entries. But it's looking like if it comes to this very horizontal line, definitely it might retest, and it might retest, it might break out. You know what a breakout is. So if it breaks out, you should expect a downtrend from there. Okay, probably a temporal downtrend. Okay, so that's just it. This is a